All right, should we rise from some ashes?
Let's rise from ashes. Let's rise from Ash Ketchum.
What's the name of the new protagonist?
I have no idea. I have not been keeping up. I know people who like it. I know people who've been watching it and like it, but I just haven't watched it.
Yeah, I have not kept up with it in a long time. I think it's fair to let Ash finally retire.
Yeah, and especially because you get all those. You get the it's Kiana Mai, I believe, is the name of the artist that makes the Jesse and Delia Ketchum ship art. That's incredible. It's so good. It might as well be canon. That's how good it is. And Kiana Mai does do animation for Pokemon every once in a while, so you know.
I gotta look some of this shit up.
Might as well be canon.
I'm behind the times. Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Behind the times.
Let's load the selected save data.
May our Lord and Savior Ash Ketchum be with us.
Oh, immediately sad.
Oh no. Immediately sad. Ash Ketchum is not with us.
February 23rd, 8:11. I don't know why I was about to say 8. 11:56 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
They're the same.
They're pretty much the same when you think about it.
Yeah. Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? I developed like 6 new anxiety disorders. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake and about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
That's because...
This is like an episode of the Magnus Archives here.
It's because Phoenix ate the devil fruit, and now he can't swim.
Oh, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He ate the la fruit.
Gotta eat the, what is it in One Piece? The rubber fruit instead.
Except today, we're swimming in quicksand.
Well, that wouldn't be a problem if you could stretch your arms like Luffy, you know?
That's true. Of course, if he gets seawater on him, he can't stretch anymore.
Is that how that works? I haven't actually seen One Piece.
Yeah, okay, so I've been watching the live action One Piece recently.
Oh, is it any good?
It's pretty good, I will say. It's got some little things it's all in like the production, really. Like it's got some editing issues that are weird, and it's got some like, they try and take some of the anime manga stuff a little bit too literally, and it's like, that doesn't work in live action. I don't know why you kept that in. It's mostly dialogue stuff, like just like the way they talk, it doesn't really work, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, pretty good. And they managed to get like the weird goofiness of the manga anime that I haven't actually watched or read, but I know by osmosis. They managed to get that on the screen pretty well.
Yeah, it's
but
like
yes,
how I haven't seen it, but I know about the rubber fruit.
The way the devil fruit works, which is the gum fruit, is part of the devil fruit family. The way the devil fruit works is you eat it. Gum
fruit. I'm not even saying the right thing. God damn it.
When you eat it, you get a power, and every devil fruit has a different power. Which is why they all have different names like that. The gum. I don't know the names of any of the other ones, but you know that they all have a stupid name like that. But they give you the power, but then the devil's bargain with it, the devil fruit, hence the name, is that the sea now rejects you. You can no longer swim. You lose the ability to swim, and also seawater takes away your powers.
Okay. That's what it... You know, in all of the context of this now, like having the full context of it, why the fuck is Luffy a pirate? Like, dude,
because there's nothing else to do, it seems.
Okay.
Everyone's on ships, as far as I could tell. The entire world is islands.
All right.
It's like the entire world is the archipelago.
There you go. Okay.
But also because it's his dream, and the whole thematic point of the story is to never give up on your dreams.
Wow.
Luffy is obsessed with dreams and following them, and his entire crew is made of people who wanted to give up on their dreams, but now Luffy makes it so they can continue their dreams.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's neat.
I learned something today. And he's attorney.
I've been considering making a video about, like, once I finish the series, making a video about it. But if I made that, I probably made that a long time after this episode is airing.
Yeah. Maybe you've already made it.
Or a long time before, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I made it so long ago that you probably forgot about it, and now you're gonna go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some views on that. Yeah. Anyway.
So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? The whole turnabout thing?
Well...
Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
Hold up, partner. What an entrance! They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. I should probably take off this bandana. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
In California.
Yeah. Officer Marshall, you're still weird. Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there, huh? Anyway. All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Worth.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves.
Unless...
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the loudness of vehicles. Don't you hate it when a really loud truck drives by? Everyone should use horses.
Oh yeah, I hate that. They just like cut off the muffler.
Yes, stupid. Thank you. Just pointing over at one of the cops, one of the two cops by the door over there. It's just like, oh yeah, I fucking hate that. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. She usually is, but not this time. Time to get drunk. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? What?
No thoughts, head empty.
No thoughts, head empty. Also, fair response to that. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? Oh yeah, she does have a red scarf. At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edward's seen it too, I'd reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
I wonder where it went. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns.
And Red Bull gives you wings. I don't know.
That's right. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. This flask is filled with Red Bull.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm vibrating from caffeine now. This is all I drink. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Red Bull! No! If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. What a weird fucking character this man is. Ooh-wee. I don't even know how to do that. Listen, guys, I live in the West. I can tell you what, I've never heard any of my rancher buds say the phrase ooh-wee with any inflection like that.
yeah, you gotta really go ooh-wee. You gotta hit that. Ooh.
Yeah, I got it. What is the name of the character in Gravity Falls who's Fiddleford McGucket? Oh,
yeah. You gotta get that old prospector.
Yeah. New Marshall voice just
varmint,
buddy. Yeah. Yeah.
I could go for some ribs though. I have some ribs in the fridge.
Oh, dude, sounds like you're set up.
Yeah, we got him nice and charred.
Just in case you guys thought we weren't going to talk about food this episode, think of fucking again.
Yeah, donuts, spaghetti sauce.
Yeah. No, but you remember at the end of the last episode, we were both just sitting here going like, oh my God, I'm so hungry.
Yeah. We do this to ourselves.
We do this to ourselves. Well, okay. In fairness, last witness was the
constantly bringing up food,
lady.
yeah.
It's like all food puns all the time. That wasn't our fault.
We're just staring at a rice ball, you know?
Yeah, I know. Staring at an onigiri the entire time.
Give me jelly donut.
Yes, jelly donuts, as we all know. Brock's famous jelly donuts.
February 23rd, 12:32 p.m., District Courtroom, number 9. I sped it up a little bit by combining 2 words. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to resume? Question mark? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. I would too. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, what gave you that idea?
Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Food poisoning, maybe?
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable.
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
He's doing the Von Karma thing, smacking his head into the wall. Oh, this is you.
Is this who I think it is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it is.
I gotta come up with a voice for him. I didn't think I'd get this far.
know. Listen, I know. It's a big responsibility. Of course we were gonna meet him today. What do you mean? We gotta meet him.
Excuse me. Knock, knock. Who's there?
Da-da.
What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Is he
Is he a
giving
demon?
off? Is he human?
Who on earth is he? Look at those eyes. Oh, it's you.
He's so orange.
He's very orange, yeah.
He's incredibly orange.
Oh. Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. I feel you, Judge.
Yes.
Busy schmizzy, Judgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Judgy Udgy. Seems to be his nickname for the judge?
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid.
I'm also afraid.
Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Hi. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
What a pleasant fellow. Who stares so unsettlingly.
So, to what do we owe the honor this today? It's been over 2 years since you last came into this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was just stuffed into an exhaust pipe. A muffler, if you will. On Little Worthy's car, no less. Imagine if he had tried to drive it with that in there.
Holy shit. Not good.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Objection! Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
A very orange one.
Well, that I could actually see, but we're all pretty well color-coded here, so...
Mr. Edgeworth.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says, Person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature. Is there, Miles Edgeworth?
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
You're head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gah.
The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore.
Guys, I gotta say, I think these are both activities you can do with a little cut on your finger.
When there's a little boo-boo, I wouldn't be able to do it.
I know! I should be able to... Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, God. Oh, it's moving on its own. A ghost! Ah!
Ghost!
It's a ghost. It's a zombie ghost.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What does that mean?
I'm sure it's nothing.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6. Of DL6 isn't it fame?
But it's strange.
Huh? What is it? Yeah, this one isn't DL6. That's strange.
I know. I thought that was the only case designation there was. I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before.
I'm sure that's nothing.
Letters like this. Or letters that looked a lot like this somehow.
Okay. Anyways, let's keep rotating.
Rotato, rotato, rotato. No, it turns it away from us. Ah! Don't scare me like that.
Well, I did turn it away from you. I'm the one who's scared. Come
I'm
on.
imagining like they're just like fiddling over it, click, and then just like throw it, and it like lands on the desk.
There's nothing scary about a switchblade. Come on.
I know, it's pretty straightforward, guys.
I opened that switchblade right into the microphone so you could hear it.
That's what that was. Yeah. I don't have any proper switchblades. I got some spring assisted, but no switchblades.
Legally speaking, I don't own one either.
Yeah, obviously. Just spring assisted. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood?
Or ketchup. Only one way to find out.
True.
Lick the knife. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one. Really? I think this works. I think this voice works. The first voice I had, I didn't like, so I settled on a new one. Department in disorder.
Voices ever be evolving, man.
That's true. This knife is special. I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? Yeah, it's a weird coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
You having fun there? Playing with your hair?
Yeah. Look
You
at how
bet.
bouncy it is.
I've almost got him in like a why am I blanking on the name of the actor? Jack. His name is Jack, but I can't get the last name for some reason. He played the Joker. He played in the 80s films.
Jack Nicholson?
Nicholson, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I've almost got him in a Jack Nicholson kind of area.
Yeah.
It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. It's like halfway between Jack Nicholson and a Muppet.
And any Muppet, just generic Muppet.
Yeah, like Ralph the dog or
Jack Nickel Muppet.
Jack Henson. There was a murder at the police department? A detective. That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection! Well, wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Like I said, a coincidence.
Major fucking coincidence. Almost like it's not a coincidence at all.
Order.
I think.
Anyway, we at the department were all aflustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I only say things that are scientifically spoken.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Okay, I'll just press on everything.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler! Thanks. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. On the scene?
Yeah. on the scene, at the scene. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Well, let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. It's a cool nickname.
Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I'm ignoring your stupid nickname.
That's his stupid nickname that he gave you.
I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I'm still ignoring
I'm
you.
just quoting him.
I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time.
So, how were things down at the department? Not how were they? I don't care how they are, I care how they were.
Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eye there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask?
I didn't fucking know to ask. That's bullshit.
No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened?
Oh,
What happened at the police department that day?
I'm so sorry I didn't assume that someone was knifed at the police department.
On the same day the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto? I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one! This kid's sharp! Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Okay. So we know where the victim was found, in the police department. We know when the victim died, 5:15. What we don't know is how the victim was killed. So, let's find out, shall we?
So, yeah. Or is it more specific than the police department? I actually don't remember. Go either way. Yeah.
Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the Force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like we're gonna have to press this a bit harder. Time of the crime, 5:15. 5:15? But that's where Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time.
It's almost like that cutscene we saw at the beginning of the game.
What are the chances?
Whoa!
Whoa. Coincidence.
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
That's true.
My gut feelings are all given in statistics.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. Hold it. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto.
Felix, oh no, he's doing it too. God damn it.
Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife. What was it doing there?
I'd better check this knife out. This knife is special.
Okay,
but I can't say how.
So now we gotta prove the connection.
I think it's right here, because this is the one where Phoenix was like,
it.
hey, we gotta show something.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Now, yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, now look at this.
This is what Phoenix was saying was we have to look at one of the things that was perplexing him. And this was one of the things that was perplexing him. So let's take a look at this.
And this is something that we haven't used yet, so. Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Can we,
Can you examine it? It's not gonna really, this piece of evidence, they're not gonna, alright, fine.
So,
Fucko,
audience at home, how about you turn your head upside down? Or maybe if you're watching this on a laptop, you could turn the screen upside down.
Or if you can like screen lock your phone or whatever, yeah, just turn this upside down. Or just pretend that you're reading it upside down. And what does that become?
It becomes 221 SL9.
Oh, what? And apparently Goodman was an asshole and wrote it upside down just so that we think it was 675-12/2. What a dick, not a good man at all.
Yeah, what a terrible man.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait a second. At last. An honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. I feel like they expected me to get a lot more wrong guesses there.
Yeah.
Because he's like, yes. you finally got the right one.
That or he's just really excited that, like, he's just like, oh yeah, they're doing the thing. Phoenix said the thing. He said objection.
Me when Phoenix says objection.
Yeah. Exactly.
This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest to goodness, what do you mean from Mudgy? This is great.
Oh yeah, that's totally what he's doing. It's like, he said the thing.
Oh my god, I need some water. Jesus Christ, this voice is killing me.
Your turn.
I'm having the Cody Hackins effect.
The Cody Hackins experience.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was written on the body of the victim. What was this? 6 minus 7S, 12-2.
I would never assume that was an S in the, like, it looks like a 5 next to a 7, for the love of God.
Your Honor, it's upside down.
It's upside down.
Upside. Upside.
Down. Upside.
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down for no fucking reason. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order. Well, Chief? Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto.
Stop calling me that.
Win? What game is this guy playing?
And do I get money?
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Okay, that's new. So that's changed from the.
So this knife was stolen. Yes. Oh, yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say? Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? I'm just guessing by the fact that there's blood on the end of it.
Nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Okay.
Now what? Okay, do we have to... Okay, so do we have to present something on this now?
Can I press this again? How could you say there's no connection? Okay.
And that knife. What was it doing there? Okay. What other evidence do we have? I've kind of forgotten.
Knife, parking ticket, King of Prosecutors ID card, Blue Badger.
That thing.
Autopsy report. Note. Cell phone. Parking lot. Floor plan. Crime photo. Enamel shoe. Blade. No muffler.
Okay, so maybe we should present the knife now that we have it on the last statement because it is connected now or something? I don't know.
Try it.
That's all I can think to do. We might lose health, but I'm
We've got a lot.
at a loss here. Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
No, that wasn't it.
This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
Which it does, now that we've talked about it.
How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related?
Oh,
they aren't,
very
are they?
importantly, no, they are, Phoenix.
They are. Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
Okay.
I don't think that won me any points with a judge.
Do you think one of the other press statements changed again?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe maybe we need to press it again. Sometimes you need to press
again. Yeah, press it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
This knife was stolen, yes, but on the day of the murder? Okay, it's the same thing.
Yep. Long solved case, found at Edgeworth's car. There's gotta be a fucking connection.
Yeah.
You'd think that would be enough. Okay. I guess just press everything again. Is this different?
You have it at the police department too. Got a good look in your eye. You're sharp, hungry.
Okay. Yep.
What happened?
What happened?
On the same day, the detective was killed at the police department. That's right. My loss for words. The perfect suspect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just arrested him.
Just arrested. That was quick, but there's still a lot of unanswered. You could help, Righto.
Are you going to give us a different one now?
Oh.
Okay, let's try.
Where was the victim found?
Yeah.
So tell me, I didn't realize we could just go through this over and over again and get all the fucking questions.
I guess so, yeah.
Where was the victim found? It really doesn't feel like it. We should be able to go back and forth, back and back and over and over again. Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. You've been there, idiot.
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? No, I don't think we've been to the evidence room. We've been to the records room. That's where we got tased in the last case. But
okay. This night was. There's the connection between the two cases.
It was very recent.
We just heard it.
It's like, you seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town in this case. With a link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Okay.
So wait,
did we press here?
Yeah, press here now? Yeah,
Chief,
okay.
The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place, mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
You don't say.
You two make a good pair.
He ships them.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief. What the? Really? I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. Also, really?
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet at all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
Oh my god, that worked?
What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? His name, Schmaden Schmooky.
For all intents and purposes, Schmaden Schmooky.
If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Nah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. ID number is pretty good.
Yeah.
Since we have an ID. Okay.
Since we have an ID, yeah.
How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Definitely not.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all? We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. Number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. You have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8, 2. I can't do it.
What?
You didn't even get the first number right.
Good try, Edgy. Good try.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. Tells me nothing!
This tells me nothing! No, this tells us something.
This tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning?
Meaning in a tutorial, I opened a wallet, Your Honor.
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? 5842189.
Oh, that's the police department sigil. Okay, I've been trying. I'll explain in a sec. There's a thing on there where it's like police department and then there's a logo next to it, and I noticed the same logo on Gant has one on his tie, Marshall has one on like his poncho brooch. It's fucking everywhere. I was very confused, and I was like, oh, okay, it's like the logo of the police department. Okay.
Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
Tee.
No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news.
Shut up. Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do.
The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho, is it yours? No, Your Honor.
That like, little red logo over there.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
And then, yeah.
No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? Please say you remember.
I don't remember anything.
This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
189.
And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 58421899.
Nine. Wait a second, Wright. What does this
mean? That's what I want to know.
I now see why you were confused. That's fair.
The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman.
Okay, that is weird, I have to admit.
What does our witness think about that? Sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time.
Objection! Oh, that's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, it almost works until you get to that last part.
Order. What does the news
Objection.
mean?
No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret. Fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Wait just a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
I don't get flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That little flash, like the green piercing eyes, like, oh, geez, okay, I'm gonna die now.
Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
I don't remember the voice I gave this guy, so we're going in a new direction, probably. Oh, he has the logo on his hat as
He
well.
does.
Yeah. Well, excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him.
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Wait, Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right at the top of the report.
Gah! Fucking reading. Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection.
He had an umbrella on the day that it was raining down Brace. Have you heard that?
That's good.
It did seem, like maybe he never gets a chance at the brain cell. Never.
Never.
Never. He did seem challenged.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
Objection! But sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Stop staring at me, please.
No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
It's fucking terrifying. Jesus Christ.
His pupils just narrow. Just.
Yeah. What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Gah!
The connection was just proven by Wright over here.
I feel like
Good
you
job,
really
Wright, my
being
boy.
contrary. Like, you knew. Just come in and explain.
Huh? I was just doing my job.
No. No! Edward took damage to his health bar. No!
It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all these rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
Oh, thank you for reminding me so much. Thank you for that. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time. Really.
You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court.
Really? Not even when, like, Von Karma was found guilty of murder?
Despite this, I'll grant
Really?
one further day as the prosecution has requested.
Phoenix just being like, oh, fucking really, you guys? Like,
What? Do you ever get
my
the prosecution?
entire job is built on errors made by this court. Let him off the hook. Jesus Christ.
Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive.
Holy shit, are they gonna cut his head off for this?
Very well. Court is adjourned. To be continued. Oh wow, this one wasn't too long at all.
No. Why'd they break that into two? What the
Well, because otherwise it would have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the last recording session was like a 2-hour recording session, and this one was just an hour.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. That was quick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Luckily, oh man, I need to find another Damon Gant voice, I think.
I think that the audience will understand. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I always really imagined just a really jolly voice on him because he spends all that time laughing and clapping, just kind of a deep ho ho ho.
Yeah, that's
jolly Damon Gant,
That's kind of like I didn't want to give him the judge voice that I have already.
Yeah.
But I kind of was okay, if he's halfway between a gruff Jack Nicholson kind of guy and a Muppet, he gets a silly sound like a Muppet, ha ha ha, yeah,
Yeah.
But he's also
but if it's gonna wreck your voice, then
don't worry about it. It's just destroying it. It's awful. How did Jim Henson do it?
I don't know, man. Who fucking knows? Anyone who does growly voices, I'm always really impressed. But I don't know.
Maybe if I did vocal warm-ups before we
vocal
recorded.
warm-ups, or make the judge a little bit older, because he looks a little bit older, and just a slightly, and then that'll differentiate it. I don't know, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
Voices.
We'll see.
Those voices. All right.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Why don't you like, share, subscribe, maybe ring the bell to get notifications. I also have Jasper here. Go follow Jasper. Where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm just getting started out in terms of all the streaming and YouTube stuff. But you can find me by looking up Mighty Nitty. Mighty spelled the way you'd expect. Nitty, Nitty, over on Twitch and YouTube.
Perfect. And you can
Maybe
find
there'll
me.
be something there eventually.
Well, I hope they go and check it out. And you can find me wherever I may roam. Vampire Iain, everywhere you know. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any single sealed product or accessories, all while supporting the channel at the same time. Join the Patreon, do all the wonderful things, and I'll see you next time. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye!